Hello friends and welcome back to the beautiful world of Kingdom Come Deliverance. Once again, I'm here with a special video. This is a follow-up to my two performance videos that I made recently. First, I made one when I was using my 980 GTX in the game and I was having a lot of performance issues, and I was kind of reaching out to you guys to figure out why, and I asked, what setups do you guys have, etc., and you guys were amazing in response. In the end, I bought a new video card, so thank you all for that. And then I responded again with another video showing you my new graphics card and then doing a performance test in the game. However, I was still having some issues in that I had a really big GPU bottleneck in my game. And the strange thing was it was only apparent in Kingdom Come Deliverance. All other games that I've been playing have been really high FPS, above 100 FPS-ish. And so I wasn't able to notice any performance hit at all on my computer except for when playing Kingdom Come Deliverance. So when I had a similar performance problem when I upgraded my GPU to a 1070 Ti, then I started to listen to your guys' comments, and, thinking that maybe there was something else afoot and my computer indeed wasn't performing as it should. And I did a lot of investigation the last couple of days, so hopefully this helps somebody, maybe, but at least I can let you guys know, where I'm at, because you guys have been really helpful in helping me figure this out, and I want to thank you very, very much. Honestly, all the troubleshooting tips that you guys gave me in the comments were very helpful, and they are what I used for the last 2 days to try and fix this problem. In the end, I did fix it. As you can see, I'm at the camp in Mirhoyed in Kingdom Come Deliverance right now on my 1070 Ti, and I'll have my other specs listed on the video and in the description if you're curious. But my low FPS problem is completely gone. I'm getting 100 plus. I'm on high settings now, which is more like it should be. SMA2TX, SMAA, sorry. All high quality. I even bumped up object distance a bit. I turned motion blur off. I'm on full screen. I even have the HD textures turned on 1080p. And I guess this makes a difference as well, but this is how the game is supposed to perform. And I also would like to formally apologize to the game and to Warhorse Studios for even thinking that the game was at fault in any way. If anything, the game actually helped me pinpoint this problem that I was having. It was a hardware problem in the end, and I'll get to what the actual problem was in a second. But thank you, game, and thank you, Warhorse Studios, for, making your game so picky, because otherwise I wouldn't have ever known that this was a problem, because every other game that I played did not have this issue, and it wasn't apparent. Every other game was, above 100 FPS. Even with my 980, I was, the only other really performance-intensive game I was playing at the moment was Fallout 4, but even in Skyrim, when I would play that, back when I did my Let's Play, that was fine. The special edition was above 100 FPS a lot of the time, so I never thought it was my hardware. I always thought, well, Kingdom Come Deliverance just doesn't play well with my PC, and that's that, and I didn't know how to fix it. So the last 2 days, I tried many different things to fix my issue, and specifically my issue was just low frame rate, if you don't know, regardless of any of my settings, even on low and medium settings. With my 980 and my Ryzen 1700 and 16 gigs of RAM, I was getting 30 average FPS in the game, which was not good. It's really not good. I should have been getting something more like this, especially after I upgraded. But anyway, the last couple days I've been troubleshooting thanks to your comments. I have been, I reinstalled Windows, I reseated my CPU, I did some stress tests, I tried overclocking different things, I swapped out my memory, I reset my GPU, basically I did everything that you guys suggested, plus more. I did a lot of research on Ryzen, and I thought it might have been an incompatibility issue with my RAM, or some problem with my motherboard, etc., or my video card. In the end, it turned out to be the motherboard. It was a hardware issue, and specifically, it was the PCI Express slot. The one thing that I didn't try was to move my video card from one PCI Express slot to the other one. I have two in my computer. And finally, I tried that, thanks to a suggestion. You know who you are. Thank you for suggesting that. And, that was it. As soon as I plugged it into the other one and loaded up the game, 100 FPS. Oh, I felt so stupid for not trying that earlier, but, you know, it's just one of those things. Like, when you're troubleshooting this kind of thing, it could be so many different things causing the problem that the simplest things are what you try last. And in that case, in this case, that's what it was. Because like I said, I tried resetting it. Like, I was worried that maybe it wasn't in there all the way. But no, it was that actual slot that was messed up. Another cool thing happened as well. My 980, I told you guys that I was going to move that into my second computer, the one that does all the recording and streaming and stuff. I put it in there, and the fan started working again. I have a very slight suspicion that it was malfunctioning to the point where the fans weren't running properly. It was just not working well. In that PCI slot was just screwing everything up. Even though it wasn't noticeable in other games, and my case kept my card's temperature down enough that, you know, it wasn't overheating. But I think the fans were just malfunctioning because of that as well. Because it's in my other computer right now and the fans are working and the temps are fine. So I also feel bad for blaming my 980. I'm sorry, 980. But at least you get to still live in Frank. At least you're alive. Anyway, having said all of that, hopefully that can help somebody else with some performance issues they might have in this game. I mean, it just goes to show, like, not all games perform the same way. Not even close. Like I said, I was having no problem in any other game, any noticeable problem anyway, until I played Kingdom Come Deliverance. And then, sure enough, I had a huge issue. Like, my system was not running as well as it could have been this whole time. I'm kind of tempted to plug my 980 back in just to see, like, what frame rates would I have gotten if I had it plugged into the second slot. But I'm kind of lazy. I probably won't do that. But anyway, I'm at the camp in Merhoyed, and before I fixed my issue, I was on low to medium settings, getting 20 FPS here. Now I'm on high settings, high everything, HD texture pack, and SMAT2X. So, God, look at Pebble's fuzz. This is the place that was performing so abysmally. Is that a word? I think so. But, now it's above 60. So I thought of a test that we can do today for this video. I think it's going to be a pretty good performance test, checking out things to come. Like, I think there's a castle siege coming up in the game. So in the last episode of my Let's Play, episode 28, I did the Battle of Pribyslavice. And that, I think, will be a good performance gauge to see what my computer can perform at with all those different guys, a big battle, lots of things going on the screen at once, on high settings like this, with everything. So that's what we're going to do. We are going to try that now. Ta-da! And I'm actually going to load a different save, because we're going to just plop right in to this one, I think. Why not? Let's get right into it. Let's see how we can perform in Pribyslavice on a 1070 Ti, 16 gigs of RAM, Ryzen 1700, actually the way it's supposed to play on high settings with HD textures. Radzig! Hey, what's up, man? Okay, so right off the bat with all these guys, it's going down to 50, that's fine. It still feels really smooth and everything. Okay. I'm not going to really try too hard, honestly, in this fight. I'm just going to kind of run around, and I'll do a little bit of combat, but most importantly, I just want to check out what things are going to run at, and if I get any stutters or anything like that. I want this to be a real performance test. Okay. Hopefully I don't die, though. Is there God mode in this game? Would be a good time to use that. I don't think I will, though. But another thing that I didn't realize, by the way, people told me in the comments, that you can actually set fire to something that's around the archers, but I didn't see that in my Let's Play, so I just kind of went up there and got completely owned. But everything seems pretty stable, back to the performance talk. Around 50. High 40s to 60, I would say, with all these guys fighting. We'll see what it is when we go into the camp up there. But it seems really, it's so much better. Oh my god, I can't believe it. I'm so excited that I can play the game in all its glory. The game deserves it so much. It really does. This game is so beautiful. And you know what? Like, even more credit to Warhorse Studios should be given because they made this game look phenomenal even on low settings. Like, that's not a thing that happens very often in games, and I just would like to point that out too. It runs, you know, a lot better on low settings when you have a not as great. Oh, there's like a. Can I go in here? Oh my god, I didn't realize. What is this for? Okay, stop playing the game. 83 FPS down there, friends. Okay, so anyway, now that that's over with, I was gonna say as well, there's also a chance that this might be less glitchy when my computer's performing properly, because I don't know if you guys have ever played Skyrim and had your video RAM max out, but I have. And especially when adding mods. Are you okay, man? Especially when adding mods, weird things would start happening, like mammoths would start falling from the sky, lots of physics glitches would happen, script errors and stuff like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if actually this kind of thing in general would be less glitchy and weird. And it seems like it seemed I didn't have the same problem I had last time anyway. That I didn't deal with the archers. That's fine. I'm gonna steal that, if you don't mind. Gonna steal that. I don't think I have my actual good sword in this game. Okay, stop playing the game. Let's go experience the performance. I didn't stop the archers. I have no idea what that's gonna do to the game, but maybe we'll have more people on the screen to shoot us. Ooh, it's not as good up here. 37. Okay, let me see what I need to change it to actually make it, what if we just turn the shadows down? Maybe that, and that down. Maybe this. That one has a lot of effects on performance, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Alright, let's see if that improved anything. Can we get back up to 50 where we were before? Still 40, 45. It's better. It's better. What I want to do is I want to find a perfect setting for me to play on that when I'm even in these situations, it will be, you know, almost 60. So I'll probably be lowering it a teensy bit. I could turn SMAA T2X off as well. That probably would help a ton, actually. But, ooh, that guy's got a pole. But yeah, like I actually really enjoy doing this kind of stuff, and I apologize if you guys like think these videos are annoying, but I actually really get a kick out of like trying to fix computer issues and troubleshooting and doing performance tests in games, just like see what affects what, and you know, it's like the best feeling ever when, oh god, when the issue gets fixed and you're like, oh, that makes so much sense, or you know. It's really fun. I like it a lot. And I might be a complete weirdo, but it's just kind of, it's kind of like a puzzle in a way. And I know a lot of people get really frustrated by PC problems, and yes, it is frustrating, and especially in cases like this, where there's so many things that could have been my issue, and it might have been impossible for me to figure that out. Like, I might have never thought to put my GPU in a different slot if it hadn't have been, if someone else didn't suggest that, and I would have been like, and I was like, oh, I didn't even think about doing that. Oh my god. And then sure, lo and behold, like if I would have done that first, then I wouldn't have had to been troubleshooting this for 2 days in a row. But yeah, oh, you have a lot of armor on, sir. Also, what was I gonna say? Man, I swear I had a really important thing I was gonna say. It's hard to talk about stuff and play games at the same time. Did you guys know that Let's Playing is hard? It's only hard when you're trying to talk about actual things that mean something while you're playing. Like, different things than you're doing in the game. That's when it gets difficult. But yeah, I don't know if I ever would have thought of doing that, honestly. It's just the coolest feeling to actually fix your problem like this, and it's all worth it, and my 1070 Ti is performing just like it should be, and it's freaking awesome. Also, like when you're troubleshooting stuff, do you guys ever you know, I guess what I'm trying to say is next time I have an issue like this, you know, putting a GPU in a different slot is going to be one of the first things I try. It's just a series of learning. I'm learning, guys. I'm learning stuff. Not that I didn't know that, like, I could do that. I was well aware that I could try a different slot. I just didn't think about doing that for whatever reason. You know, because I just had always had my GTX 980 in that slot, and honestly, it probably should have... That probably should have been a red flag in itself, but if you suggested in the comments that I should switch slots or try that, then congratulations, you win some cheese, because you were totally right. Alright, how many... We have 2 guys left? Clearly this did not go as well as my let's play. I haven't taken any damage, though. What are those guys doing over there? Now that everyone's dead, the frame rate is awesome again, by the way. So it seems like... Oh, there's a couple guys over here. It seems like the people on the screen are definitely causing a lot of frame rate drops, which makes total sense. Now it's above 60 again. It was pretty low. Hi. Wanna go? But yeah, this video is not obviously very exciting, but I really wanted to try this. This, like, the Battle of Pribyslavice, I have no idea if I'm saying that right, hopefully, is a really good performance test because, you know, there's so many dudes on the screen. It's a big area. There's lots of, it's a forest, so there's lots of trees and foliage, and everyone's doing things. It's not like a town where people are just walking slowly around. It's like people were fighting and everything. So, oops. I meant to put my sword away, but I hit tilde. Alright. Anyone else? So how many people actually survived this time? I'm curious. We're up to 90 FPS. I might leave it like this because it was pretty decent when I bumped a couple things down. I'm definitely leaving the HD textures back on. I'm not going to have that mod installed anymore, the performance mod, but I still really do recommend that if you're having performance issues and, like, you actually have a lower end PC. It really did help my performance, and not only helped my performance, it made my game look a lot better too on the lower graphics. So I'll link that again in the comments in case you want to use that. I missed last time when I was actually playing. I missed the commander guy, so I don't know where he is, but I wanted to loot him. Hey, look, they stacked their plates all nicely. Okay, I need to stop. I need to stop. I'm trying to do performance here. Let's try one more thing. Let's load the game at my recent save, which is at the mill in Ratai. I bet it's going to be over 100 here. I'm very excited. I'm very excited, you guys. Yay. Okay. I'm in my room. Let's go out of my room. Oh no, this isn't. I didn't save, I guess, at the mill. Weird. Okay. Well, this had a little bit lower frame rate as well before. 70 is pretty good in town. You know, anything above 60 is freaking awesome for me. 80, okay. It's really cool as well to see the difference in frame rate in the different areas in the game. In Talmberg as well, in the castle courtyard, the frame rate's pretty low. I wonder why that is. It's kind of a small area. I guess there's just a lot of things condensed in there, and there's a lot of floors in the castle, and maybe it renders people that are behind walls where it shouldn't necessarily need to. But I noticed that in Talmberg too, if you're in the castle courtyard. Like right here, I'm wondering if... actually, now it's 80. I don't know, I'm curious. Like, I love learning about that stuff in video games and why things happen like that and how it affects your hardware and all kinds of stuff. It's pretty exciting. Of course, it is less exciting when I'm trying to do a Let's Play and things aren't working properly, but now that everything's fixed, it's awesome. And it's raining, too. I love rain. I'm gonna get a cool view to end this video on. That was a pretty good test. I would say I had a pretty high average frame rate. Even during combat, I didn't get anywhere near 30, and when I bumped up my... Well, I got a little bit near 30, but when I bumped up my graphics... sorry, I bumped down my graphics settings, it went right back up. So, and I didn't even have to change that much. Hans is running for shelter! But, Mary Pebbles, let's look at your beautiful fur again. It's so beautiful! HD textures! Yeah, also I checked, and my video memory with HD textures on very high is only using about 2.5 gigabytes of video memory, and my new card has 8, so it's totally fine. It's pretty awesome, actually. I don't know if it's going to increase when I go around to, like, in towns. I don't think I checked it in a town. Maybe, like, here there's more textures loaded, so maybe it would use a lot more video memory. I think I checked it when I was in the camp, Marrohead. That was, like, my performance spot because it was so bad. But anyway, I think I've done a pretty good performance test here on my system. I'm pretty confident going forward that I can play the game at a high graphics settings and get a lot of FPS and have a smooth gameplay experience. So once again, thank you all so freaking much for all your comments on the previous performance videos and helping me fix my issue, and even just, like, you know, bringing it to my attention, because like I said, I don't know if I would have even tried to troubleshoot it if you guys hadn't spoken up and said something might be wrong with your system, it's not running properly, like I have the same card and it's getting really good frame rate, you should check your hardware, like something funny's going on. And that really made me think, and you know, that it led to this conclusion. I might have just lived with bad frame rate, and I might have not gotten the most out of my video card that entire time, like through the whole game. So thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate it. I read all your comments, even though I can't respond to every single one of them. I do appreciate them very much, so please keep commenting, and thank you so much for watching my Let's Play series. Hopefully this is the last performance video, but I also appreciate that you guys take the time to watch these too and help me and stuff, and you guys are just the best ever. So let's game on and see what new adventures we can go on with these lovely new graphics. I'm very excited. I hope you guys can tell, and I hope it makes some semblance of difference in the videos too. I don't know if you'll be able to see the HD textures, but oh man, they're beautiful. It's sunny now and we can enjoy Pebbles' fuzz together. Pebbles, you're so cute! Anyway, thank you so much, everybody. I'll see you very soon for episode 29 of Kingdom Come Deliverance. I'm going to record right now, I think, so maybe I'll even have another episode sooner than I usually do. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.